First and foremost, although he probably will never see this, but this will be for Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. I'd like to give a sincere apology because I've had different rants on wide receivers like Odell Beckham Jr., some of these other guys and these other receivers and I named, a rant in the sense of top wide receivers, be it, Hopkins, Thomas, talk about OBJ and some of these other guys, that come up and everything. But my apologies to Mike Evans. And I watched him at A&M, and the young man can get it. He's a big physical receiver. It's just a shame that Jameis Winston just can't get consistent. He has that weapon. And Mike Evans seems like he's never mentioned in the upper echelon of wide receivers. And I make that apology, not mention him myself, just because of the ineptness of the Tampa Bay. Right now, in 10 games, my man has 58 catches for 993 yards at 17.1 yards per catch and 7 touchdowns. He's balling. From the looks of how his season probably go, I mean, they still have 6 games left. I mean, 6 games. I don't see no reason why he probably won't finish with another 1,500, probably 1,500 yards and probably another 4 or 5 touchdowns. So hopefully Jameis can get him the ball and he can try to resurrect himself, make him look a certain kind of way because they're going to probably be done with him. Bruce Arians ain't going to probably keep up with Jameis like that. Jameis he's just too inconsistent. But Mike Evans has been a gem since he came into the league in 2014. And guess who came in the league the same time he came into the league? Just take a wild guess. You guys already know where I'm getting ready to go with this. Mike Evans, since he's been in the league, 87 games, and he started 86. Okay? Games, so far, up until this year, I'm not going to even count this year yet. 1, 2, 3, 4 games probably missed. That's just, if that. But out of the games started, out of the games played so far. So the way that he's going to say finishes up this year. 93 games, 92 played. He came in the league same year as Odell Beckham Jr. And like I said, Evans is at 453 receptions, 7,096 yards, and he has 47 touchdowns. Now, just for giggles, like I said, let's see what OBJ has done in that time frame. Okay, it's 438 receiving yards, 438 receiving catches, 6,168 yards, 14.145 touchdowns. But that catch, and he's dynamic. But you ask me who I take? There's a few different receivers I take before I take him. Sorry. And Mike Evans is definitely one. I already told you what I do with D. Hopkins. Already. Look at what Mike Evans has done. He has outperformed Odell Beckham Jr. And they basically played on some of the most inept teams. And Odell Beckham was at 16 or 17 when they went 11-5. But Mike Evans really don't get any love. I mean, he's getting a little bit this year, but I'm like, he's not getting any love. And I'm like, he is balling. He is balling. And it's crazy that he's not talked about in the same regard as a lot of these other guys is talked about, simply because Tampa's not winning. And it's not Mike Evans' fault. He's there. He's there. He's doing everything that he can possibly just wait for the ball to run his route and get there. Like I said, Mike Evans is a baller, and I'll take him before I take OBJ in a heartbeat. If I start talking about who wide receiver you pick, if you had to pick between those, I'm picking Mike Evans. Durability. He's there on the field. No issue. He just balls. He's physical in the whole 9 yards. He does his job. You got to love that in a player. I like a player who can have a little razzmatazz with him, but as long as you do your job, do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Has Beckham been basically underutilized? Yeah. Yeah. But all the other stuff that kind of come along with, like I said, I don't take anything from the kid. He's a baller. But if you just tell me who I take, who I know what I'm going to get out of, I'm taking Evans. And like I said, again, my apologies for not even bringing up and mentioning. And I'm just looking at highlights. I'm like, Mike Evans is just crazy. But, again, because when your team loses, you suffer. And that's just unfortunate. I think he's been named to an all-pro second team, I think last year, one of them years, he was named. And he's one of the elite receivers in the league. Definitely is. Take him in a heartbeat. Before I did this, I was going to do this, like I said, last week. He was second in receiving yards with 924, second in touchdowns, and he was seventh in yards per reception. So, hey, man, again, it's my apologies for not mentioning him in the upper echelon of wide receivers, because he's right there with them guys, point blank. Take him in a heartbeat. And, he's the guy. He's a hell of a wide receiver. And my apologies to Mike Evans at Tampa Bay for not mentioning him. Like I say, he's having a hell of a year. All-pro year. Easily all-pro year. Should be. Despite playing with them damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers and just inconsistency of Jameis Winston, who's just from a fan standpoint of view, just disappointing me to death. You see it, and then all of it goes away. You see it, then it goes away. It can only be aggravating for a guy like Mike Evans, and definitely for his coach and whatnot. Yeah, man, that's it. But I'm gonna just add on this here. We can just run out and be my last one. Like I said, y'all guys subscribe to the page, check me out, like, share. Got any comments? Link down there in the bottom. I'm a real quick talk about this Myles Garrett thing and stuff like that. And I wasn't going to really talk that much about it, but I'm just going to add on to it a little bit. This whole thing with with Myles Garrett and what he did, it was ridiculous. I know dude started it, and dude sounded like he was contrite and everything like that or whatever. Now he wants to appeal the thing. I'm like, dude, look, you're not going to win the appeal. And I'm going to tell you why you won't win the appeal. It's real simple. You won't win the appeal because even regardless whether the dude was trying to take your helmet off and hit you in your man region there and whatnot, it's like you cannot, regardless of what he did, you cannot take your helmet and try to swing at this cat. And when you swung it, you're lucky you caught the part of the helmet that when you're trying to put it on, the inside of the helmet went on top of his head. Dude, if you connected with that on the crown of that helmet, you would have knocked that cat out. Who knows what could have happened to that dude? He already got concussed earlier part of the year. So you're not that appeal. So right then and there, this is going to be with you for a minute. Should he have gotten all the rest of the year? Yeah. Now Rudolph needs to be. I'd give him 2 games because it's right there trying to grab his helmet off. And I don't know what happened. He sacked him. It wasn't dirty. Fell on him or whatever like that. Who knows what dude said? I don't even care. But you're not going to win that particular appeal. Because in regards if he did that or whatever, all you needed to do was walk away. And even if you had just snatched his helmet off, you can't swing it. You can't swing at him like that. Because their whole thing is like, dude, you took his helmet off, then you swung it at him. And realized that if you would have caught him on the crown of that, who knows what you would have did to that dude? You just hit at the inside of the helmet, which is like it was like you was trying to put his helmet back on top of him, how it hit him with the cushion in the inside of the helmet. On the outside, dude, you might would have knocked that dude. Who knows what you could have done with the force that it looked like you were swinging with the helmet to hit him. So hey, So you ain't gonna win that appeal, partner. You may as well go and take your lumps. And now you're making yourself look a little bad because you look like you was, feeling real bad. And that's where he was talking, he was saying this, and I want to appeal. Should have just left it alone. Now you will be scarred for the rest of your career. Just get ready for that. Just get ready for that. I think he was a good kid, kind of following since he was in high school and stuff like that. Well, Enos, Texas, I want to say, in that area. But yeah, you can't do that, Chief. And you're gonna have to just take your lumps. And now Browns lose their best defensive player. And they don't really have another game to really lose. They really don't. Okay. So hey y'all, like I said, subscribe to the page. Got any questions, any comments, leave them down there and whatnot. And like I said, man, there is no GOAT. There's no greatest of all time as long as time is still going on. And numbers don't lie and get emotional. People do. We'll be back with y'all another time. Y'all have a good one.